What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to play a little bit of Farm Simulator 19. I'm Colin Weber. Let's get to it. Today we're going to do a little bit of cultivating, maybe a little bit of planting. As you can see, this field used to have canola in it, so we'll get this cultivated. And then this one over here used to have sunflowers, so we'll work on getting one of these fields started cultivating. Maybe do a little bit of planting over there in the far field there. And then I've got a field of barley, I believe, that needs harvesting. So if we look at our map here, I own all the fields in green. So 63, 46, 70, 69, and 62. So 69 here we can see is barley, I believe. So that's ready for harvesting. As you can see, after we harvest 69 there, we'll need plowing. So we'll do that in a later video. But I think without further ado, let's hop into our Case IH Quadtrac 620 here. It's got our cultivator on the end there. So we will go ahead and get pulled into our sunflower field here. We'll get unfolded. Now I am way too close to the edge there. That is going to go straight into those shrubs, I'm sure of it. I'm not a farmer in real life, so we're not going to take this overly serious. I don't think a farmer in real life would quite drop it into the soil just yet, but we're going to anyways. And we'll get going around the edge here, start making a nice little path. Farming must be really tough, and those guys got to have a lot of patience, I'm sure, because we're only going 9 miles an hour with the biggest tractor in the game. So if all the faster those guys can go is 9 miles an hour around a field, I mean, this is an okay sized field, but a lot of the fields out here in South Dakota are a lot bigger than this. I really should knock down some of those trees, but maybe I just need to be a better driver, probably. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are farmers. What would you do? Would you leave those trees up between the two fields, or would you knock them down and make a little space to get between them? I kind of like them. I think it creates a nice little barrier there between the two fields, but at the same time it's kind of a pain in the butt because then I got to go all the way around my farm to get to my fields instead of just cutting through there. Doing some cultivating in the river. It's always healthy. Our non-existent river. Don't know what that's about. Okay, so I've decided I am really bad at sim farming as well as probably regular farming. I can't stop hitting trees and getting myself caught up. So thank goodness we're almost down to the end here. I'm actually doing decent now, but that first half of the field was pretty atrocious. Alright, we will lift her up. Push back here. And we'll get lined up here to start our normal rotations. Is that what it's called? Rotations? Swaths? And there we go. One time around. Complete. Now that we've got the edges done, we can just go back and forth. We'll do a couple rows here, and then we'll hire somebody to get working on this for us so that we can get started on planting our big field over there. Trying to plant things that are grown in my local area, which would be a lot of corn and soybeans, some sunflowers, some wheat, barley, and oats, but mostly corn and soybeans. Those are the two big home run hitters where I'm from. Alright, so we'll get going down the line here. We'll press H to hire someone. And we will tab over to our challenger, who is in a, right here actually. I don't know what this type of barn is called, like a silo barn or something, a bunker barn, I don't really know. But it's where I keep my big Challenger, triple wheels, with my seeder behind it. So we'll go ahead and get pulled out of here. Alright, we will get unfolded here so I know where to pull onto the field. I'm going to try and do better than I did cultivating. You can see our cultivator helper up there, still going strong. Alright. I think I'm gonna try to plant some corn in here. And I can't. I need a planter for that. You know what? Let's fill it with oats. Since my planter is over here at the other part of my farm, I don't really feel like folding this back up and taking it all the way back over. So let's just plant some oats in here with my seeder. And actually, you know what? Before we do this, this field needs fertilized once. Alright, so we got our fertilizer trailer hooked up to our tractor here. We got ourselves a little John Deere. And this is some solid fertilizers, so there's liquid and solid both in the game. I have no preference on which one I use. I've actually never used liquid fertilizer, actually, because I've actually never used this seeder. So it's supposed to fertilize as we plant, but we need to put some fertilizer down because I don't know if that's how it works in real life. I don't know if after you cultivate you're supposed to fertilize and then plant and then fertilize again, but that's how the game works. So that's what we're going to do because we want to get the best yield we can. So we'll get backed up here. We'll get our fertilizer spreader unloaded. And we'll start making our way down the field fertilizing. As you can see, it kind of leaves a dark little path there of where you fertilize, so that's pretty nice, helpful, so that you're not wasting too much. As you can see, I'm awful at driving. I think we learned that from me driving the cultivator, but whatever. And yes, I realize I'm fertilizing the road. Like I said, I'm terrible at driving and judging my spacing. But hey, that grass, I could use a little fertilizer too, I guess, right? We're not going to mow it or anything. I think we'll probably put some grass over into this small field here. That way we can mow it. Use a tedder to turn it over and get it into hay. Form up some nice hay bales. We'll get up to the end here, we'll shut her down, and we'll get pulled around for our next path. Alright, let's see if that's wide enough. Get pulled onto the field, get going. Alright, looks decent. Well, since this is my largest field and probably going to take quite a while, I will see you guys when we are done fertilizing the field. Alright guys, so I literally just did like 4 paths up and down the field and it was brutal. So I'm gonna set this guy up for his next path, and then I'm gonna hire another guy to finish it for me, just like we did over on the cultivator, because like I said, I can't do it. And you know what? It just said helper F has completed their task, so the cultivator guy must be done. So we'll head over to him as soon as we get this guy set up. Take a look, see if he did everything okay, make sure that we don't need to do anything else for the field in terms of cultivating. And then we'll probably get out one of our harvesters and head over to our barley field over there that you can see in the background. So let's get this guy going. Alright, we'll hire someone to take over for us. And let's head back over to our cultivator over there. Alright, back at our cultivator over here. Looks like this guy did a pretty darn good job. He only has one little spot here that I can... Whoop, didn't mean to hop out. Get back into our international here. Let's just go back around on top of that. Oh, it looks like he did actually not do a little bit. So we'll just finish this up for him quick, and then we will go start harvesting that barley. Alright, we are done cultivating this field, so we'll get it lifted out of the ground and folded up here. As you can see, it's quite dirty. We're not going to wash it quite yet because we still got to cultivate that old field of canola. Plus, once we're done harvesting our barley over there, we'll have to cultivate that. Actually, that needs plowing, so we'll have to plow that first. But we'll go ahead and get our cultivator out of the way. Hop out of our Case International. We will run on over to our harvester here, wherever it is. Our New Holland harvester has got the corn head over here. So we will have to go all the way over there somewhere to get, actually it's over here. We'll have to get our John Deere harvester with our opposite header on it. Alright, so we got our John Deere S790 here. Holds 14,100 liters. We'll go ahead and get lined up here on our barley field. Now this barley field was planted when I bought the field, and I didn't feel like cultivating it and wrecking it, so We left the seed in there. We're going to take whatever we can get out of it. Who knows how full of weeds it is or anything, but we're going to see how it goes. Who knows if these guys even put fertilizer on it either. I mean, this could be a pretty low yield field. So we'll see how it goes though. Now combining using the harvester, that is so much easier than one of the cultivators or anything you have to pull behind you, because this it's just attached right to your vehicle. You can steer it so easily, whereas those other ones, they got their own sets of wheels and everything that turn, and it's on like a hitch, so it's just so much harder to get it straight or on the edge or where exactly you want it, whereas this, all you do is turn your vehicle and it's exactly where you want it. So I'm sure somebody's going to say, yeah, you just turn your tractor and the cultivator's exactly where you want it to. That doesn't make sense to me. It's hard. I don't get it. Go. She is shut down. We'll get that pipe out and we will get moved over to our tractor with our auger wagon. And this one right here. We'll pull on out over our drive-through. Now I've got crop destruction off just because it's annoying to me that you drive over it by accident and it disappears. Yeah, I know that's realistic, but like I said at the beginning, I'm not trying to be overly realistic. I'm just trying to enjoy it, have a good time, learn a few things from you guys hopefully. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our cover pulled off here. We'll pull up underneath the pipe for the harvester. We will let him empty. Alright, we'll get this covered back up. We'll push it back there, out of the way. Perfect. We'll hop out of our tractor back into our combine harvester, bring the pipe back in, lower our header back down, and let's get on going around again. Well, that was one full load, so I imagine we'll probably get quite a few, maybe 4 or 5 out of this field. Hopefully we'll fill up that auger wagon, which that auger wagon, auger trailer, whatever, holds more product than an actual semi does. So I will see you guys when we get back up to the top there at the farm. Alright, finishing up this row, and I think that's going to do it for us today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go ahead and get this field finished up off screen. If you guys want to see how much barley I actually got off of this field, make sure you come back for the next video. We will show you that. We'll see how many trailers or semis we can get full. I think it's probably going to be at least one, maybe even two, for as big as this field is and for as much product as we're getting off of it. So make sure you come back for the next video. If you have suggestions on what I should plant in my other fields, make sure you leave that in the comments. I'd like to know what you guys want to see being planted, what you guys want to see being harvested. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. It sure does help out a lot, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next video.